Hi everybody, I've just received this parcel from PCBWay. PCBWay is currently sponsoring this video, so I would like them to sponsor this project. What is this project? Well, of course it's based on PCBs. I have 10 of them. Each one looks like this one. So this system is a power box for RC planes. Some of my friends do fly very big RC planes and need a very strong and reliable system for powering the servos. If you power directly the servos on the receiver for these big servos, you can blow the tracks on the receiver PCB side, and so you need to have very strong power supply. So on this PCB, you will have input for two XT60 plugs or wires if you prefer, and the power will be merged with two ideal diodes. This one. These diodes are commonly used on solar panel system. They go there, and they handle more than 30 amps. So 30 amps on one side, 30 amps on the other one. You could theoretically power a 60 amps system. We do want only 20 amps, so no need for any heatsink. And each one will deal with 10 amps maximum, which is far above the specification of the system. When merged, the power will go into an RC switch, which is controlled by 3 P MOSFET, here, here, and here. Each one is able to drive more than 50 amps, so it's an extremely reliable system. In any case of failure, two of them will take care of the power supply. The power itself will be controlled here by the logic, I have input logic here, and two MOSFETs and MOSFET controlling the P1. The plus signal will be cut if you apply a 3 volt here on this pin. So it is a classical magnet RC switch or a GT-like RC switch controlled directly by the radio. Finally, how does it work? You input the servos here, 16 of them. These ones are working by pairs, so you can plug two servos on the same pins. One more here, and up to 8 on this row, and from 9 to 16 on this one. Power is controlled by this signal. It will go there, then follow the big tracks, which are exposed here to be reinforced by copper or solder. Same thing on the other side, so that you will put a lot of solder or some copper wire here to increase the copper section, and so that the power will flow into these big tracks and go to each servo on this side. So it's an easy system. Electronics is not very complex, but the result is something which is quite reliable. So reliability was the key driver of this board. Next step will be to solder this board and then to test it in real condition. So stay tuned. Don't forget that this video is sponsored by PCBWay, so you will find into the description of the video all the links for to order the PCB, but also the links on Hackaday and PCBWay, of course, to have the full description of this project, which is totally open source and open hardware. The price of this system in commercial situation is quite expensive. This board will not cost more than 10 euro to build, I mean the components. So it's very cheap and very efficient. Goodbye.